Well, we're back with another episode of Best of the House. We've been doing this for a little while. One of the most fun series on the channel for me, and I think for you as well.
We love it.
It's so fun. And if you're not familiar with the series, what we do is we choose one house and I take all the fragrances that I have from that house that I have in my collection. I have Grace blindly smell them and rate them. And then we choose the best of the house, at least per this little screen you're watching and just the people in it. You might have different opinions, so keep that in mind. Today's house, one suggested by Grace, and we're happy to do it. This is Zaharoff. You are pretty familiar with the house of Zaharoff.
Yeah.
I want to say you've probably smelled every fragrance that we're going to smell right now. Nonetheless, I think it'll be interesting for you to smell them blindly and to rate them honestly.
Yep.
So our goal is not to please anyone here. Our goal is to offer the facts.
Yep.
Ready?
Ready.
Okay. Here's the first one.
This is great. This is the newest offering from Zaharoff. This is Citrine.
Yeah, that's right.
It's lovely. It's super citrusy when you first spray it, but then it kind of dries down. It's a lot creamier and softer and has other things going on. I am going to give it a 7.
7. Solid rating. This is a fragrance that I do think needs some warmth.
I agree.
You really wear this under the sun, especially if it's humid. For those of you who live in a really hot, humid environment, I think this is going to be a great one to wear when you're outside during the day. It's refreshing. It's kind of cooling and icy. I get like an orange otter pop, which sounds weird, but it's really beautiful. That is Zaharoff signature Citrine. You said 7 out of 10? Alrighty.
Ooh, it smells so good. Very clean, fresh.
Very clean, yes.
I love this one.
Kind of musky, I think.
Yeah.
And especially on the skin. It kind of dries
Yeah.
musky with a little bit of a dirty vibe. So you get that clean, dirty feel.
This is the signature, the X, but I'm not sure if it's the newest one that he sent you or the original. I'm honestly gonna give it a 9. I really like it.
Whoa, one of the best. So, I mean, might be one of the best, period, because 9 is fairly high. Okay, yeah. I'm not going to reveal it yet, just so you don't know which one is which. Because the other one of the two will come up later. Once we get to that one, I'll reveal them both.
Okay.
Not that it really matters, but drama. Actually, it's next. I didn't realize they're right next to each other.
Drama.
Not much drama, apparently.
Whoa. Yeah, so this is not surprisingly very similar to the one I just smelled, but I feel like it's got more punch and I would say the dirtiness has maybe pumped up a bit. Is this the triple?
Well, first, how do you rate it? Sounds like dirty clean is up your alley.
I love dirty clean. 9.2.
So a hair
I
better.
think I like this one better than
Wow.
even more. I guess it depends on how dirty you want to be.
So, yes, you're right. The first one was indeed the original signature Royale X. Second one being the new signature Royale XXX.
They're both really good.
Yes, both stunning. You just have to decide how much of a dirty punch you want to have. And dirty means really good. Just know that.
It's so, yeah.
It's sexy. Let's just
It's
call
so
it that.
sexy,
It really
yeah.
is. So this is available. This is available too, but only in the small size so far. There's a special little trio that you can get. This and a small version of this and the original signature Royale, which we'll smell later, in a little bundle for a great price. This will be coming out, I think, in a full bottle form later on, but for now, if you want to try it, you get the trio. You can try all 3, so I'm going to have a link down below for obviously all Zaharoff stuff. Anyway, these are both great, but the XXX just edges out the original.
Love it.
Not surprised. Next one.
This is nice.
Okay.
It's very creamy, soft, a little bit sweet.
Yeah, totally.
Very classy.
Very classy, yeah.
I'm gonna give this a 7.
Okay. Do you know what it is?
Is it the original?
No.
Is it the Noir?
This is Business Over Pleasure.
Oh.
From our buddy Ross over at TLTG.
I didn't know if you would
collaboration.
include these. That would make sense.
These are in here. So this is, I'm glad you didn't know what it was.
I didn't know what it was.
This is Clean Iris. Like smooth, buttery, slightly sweet, fresh, almost soapy, clean iris.
It smells great.
Sandalwood. And you described it perfectly in terms of like how, just the vibe of it. I don't know why I'm brandishing it like, go check it out. You can't. It's gone. But anyway, it's great. If you like it, let us know down in the comments.
It's great.
7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Solid scent. Next one.
This is good. I think this might be the signature. This doesn't move me as much, which has been that's why I'm thinking it might be the signature, because that's been the theme. But it's really lovely. It's just very gentle. It's a great signature scent, which is how it's supposed to function. It's just supposed to be classy and gentlemanly and something that you could wear every day in any setting, at any occasion.
Totally.
And be that presence in a room, but without any kind of an edge.
Yes. Great way to put it.
And I don't know all of the notes. I know lavender.
Lavender's heavy in there for sure. A lot going on.
I'm gonna give it a 6.5.
That's about what I thought.
It's usually where it lands.
Yes, thanks for being consistent and honest. You're right, this is the original, the originator that started this whole collection aside from the Z Creators stuff. Signature Pour Homme, I think it is a great starting place for the collection. And George has only built upon it in some really amazing ways, some of which we've already seen, some of which we will see. And I agree, in my experience, it does have a soft presence. It's something that will stick around. It does have lasting power, but it almost blends into the background. It becomes this background part of your vibe, unless you're a 25 spray person, in which I don't know if I'm gonna be your friend, because I think that's crazy. Just kidding, kind of. Otherwise, it is a gentle personality. Nothing wrong with that, but it is a different take on the fougere, which I do really appreciate. And again, I think it's a great foundation for everything that has come since. Anyway, solid assessment of Zaharoff Signature Pour Homme. Next one.
This is Brass and Soul. I can't even rate this. It's not fair.
No.
I love it so much. I've spent so much time with it. I've worn it a ton. I've used up bottles, not full bottles, but the
Those
minis.
little lab samples, yes.
I've worn it a ton.
Yeah.
Justin's worn it. We both love it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's sold out.
The funny thing about this is that it's completely flat on this paper. I think it still smells great, but we're not getting the full depth of it. But we know how it is on skin. It's,
we love it.
a lot of you guys know too. I see your messages, and we're glad it works for you. But, so that's Brass and Soul. I agree. We don't need to rate that.
100% biased, and I can't.
Yes, perfect. Moving on. Here's the next one.
This smells like the signature to me.
Like the original. Yeah, the DNA's in there for sure.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
6.7.
A little better. Okay, so it smells pretty similar.
This smells like basically the same.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay. Interesting. This is Signature Royale, the first Royale. This is the DNA of the original, but there's some parts stripped away, and it's brightened. It has apple instead of pear. It has magnolia flower, I think, which is kind of this waxy, bright floral note. And there's more sandalwood, so it's creamier. To me, this is almost like fluffy, creamy,
Wow, yeah.
cottony. There's a smoothness to it.
It smells really good. Honestly, a lot of these are very unisex, which I'm not
Totally.
sure if they're created to be, but they are. They function
I
that
agree.
way.
Totally unisex. This one, it's a little bit on the sweeter side, for sure, especially compared to the rest. So this one doesn't get a ton of talk, but I think it's nice. I'm coming around to it more and more.
I want to wear it.
You can totally wear it. I think it's a great summer scent.
Yeah,
actually,
I think so
it has
too.
some density to it, and it really come alive in the heat. So Signature Royale. What did you give it? 6.7. Okay. Yeah.
I love this one. This is Rosé. I actually smelled the lab samples of the Rosé and the Royale X
Yeah.
at the same time, the
Yes.
first time that I met George in his car.
Yes.
And I literally could not stop thinking about this rosé. I actually was thinking about both of them, but the rosé was like on my mind.
Yeah.
And I am obsessed with it and I love it so much. It's just beautiful.
It is the perfect rose fragrance, honestly.
We're gonna give it a 9.5. I love it.
That's about what I thought. And much deserved. This stuff is stunning.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yes, it's incense and rose, a bunch of different types of rose in there, making it kind of opulent, not overly powdery.
No.
A little bit of this wispy smokiness that's not like fire smoke, but more like a cooling incense smoke, obviously incense. And I think there's oud and vanilla in there that kind of turns chocolatey with some heat. I wore this in the heat, which was kind of an accident because I took a flight from Portland to Chicago. It was cold here when I left and it was hot in Chicago. And when I got there, under the sun, it was like 80 degrees or something. I saw George and he's like, "You smell amazing. What is that?" And Ross said it too. I'm like, "This is rosé." He's like, "It smells like roses and chocolate." It really changed. So don't be afraid to wear that one in the heat. It really works, but I agree. Amazing. We go on
Also,
and on.
you got like 3 compliments in the airport that day.
Yeah, people were like, ooh, what is that? Ooh, and I'm like, Next one.
We love it. This is the Noir. This is so fun because I've smelled a lot of these.
Yes, signature
I prefer
Noir.
this to the signature, I think.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
just by a little bit.
Yeah.
And it just got a little bit more of depth to it.
Yeah. More incense. I think it's a little darker, per the name. A little bit more oud, maybe. To me, this smells really similar to the original, more so than the Royale. And the Royale and this and the Royale came out together. This smells very similar to the original, but just slight tweak in the darker direction.
Yeah,
How would you rate it?
right in that same like 6.6 kind of a vibe.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alrighty. Alright.
just like right there, tucked in.
2 more.
I love this one. I love this one. This is definitely tied with rosé for me,
Wow. Okay.
which is the Tabac, signature Tabac.
Yes.
This is such a warm, smoky, rich, spicy, perfectly
Yes.
blended
Yes.
tobacco fragrance.
Yes. Agree.
It's not overly smoky. It's not too sweet.
No.
It's like the perfect blend of all the.
Agree. Yeah. To me, this is gonna sound weird. In the whole of it, this reminds me of slightly like fresh, spicy banana bread. In the best way. There's something cozy about it. There's
It's
something
super
almost
cozy,
delicious about
yeah.
it. It's like a honeyed feel in there, but I agree, not too sweet. The tobacco is maybe a little bit more leafy than it is smoky, for sure. It's amazing. This is like the perfect fall fragrance.
I
It is
agree.
so amazing.
It's so good. So 9.5. I think that's what I gave rosé.
Yes, indeed. I think our winners are shaping up, and I think as I thought they would. Last one.
So this is the Siren.
Yes.
This is so powerful.
It is a very thick scent.
It is.
Very dark, just like this juice. What do you get out of this?
It has a duality to it, which is part of the story.
Yes.
So it changes. It starts sweet, and then it just like
Turns
hits you
dark
with this
and leather.
dark leather,
Yeah.
super dusty,
Yeah. Yes, totally.
earthy kind
It's very edgy. It starts kind of like chocolatey, boozy.
vanilla a little bit. Yeah.
And then it just turns like earthy, leathery, raw smelling, powerful scent, very dark scent. May not be for everyone and definitely maybe not for every occasion. But when you want to stand out, I can't say go buy this and wear it. But if you already have it, wear it when you want to stand out, especially in the cooler months, especially in the evening. Dressed up in dark colors, I think it's going to work very well.
Yeah.
How do you rate this?
I'm gonna give it an 8. I
Okay.
really like it. I think it's definitely more of a challenging scent,
Yes.
but it smells great, and I love it.
Love it. Let's find our winners.
Okay.
At third place with a score of 9.2, Signature Royale Triple X. You can get this. Again, go get you a little sample at the link down below. Solid scent.
Love that sexiness.
It is sexy, dirty, fresh. Love it.
Sexy, dirty, fresh. Tied.
We're just gonna do a tie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't pick one. They're so different.
They are completely different. And tied for, I guess, first place, Rosé and Tabac. I agree. I think these are the top from the brand.
They are.
Just in terms
so
of
good.
personality that is distinctive, that is specific, and that is unique.
Yeah.
Each one of these brings a vibe. Either you're with it or you're not. It's not trying to please you. It is what it is. And again, it has specificity. So you wear it with that in mind, it will elevate you. But if you just want this to be an everyday, like, I just want to blend in with the crowd, these aren't the ones. You will get attention with these.
Yeah, but
All
in
right?
the best way.
In the best way. So rock it with confidence. Go for something different. If you're looking for two to help you stand out, these two are great. I wouldn't really wear either of these as like my daily wear, summertime, whatever. I know we're coming up on the summer. This, as I said, you can maybe get away with. Maybe this one, it's not the heaviest scent, but it wouldn't be my go-to for a hot day. Citrine or the Royale X, those would be great for the warmth. Either way, the whole collection is at your fingertips, aside from the Z creators. At the link in the description, make sure you check it out. Let us know which ones out of Zaharoff you already like and have tried down in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace. See you in the next one.